in 2023 when he did his bullshit and then I lost my fucking mind and had to go to IOP. The Count Larry, the fucking, he was the counselor at IOP. He's the one that told me that more than bipolar. Well, he's one of them. Like on day fucking one. He told John, like repeatedly, and told me that he told John and told John in front of me repeatedly that he needed to worry less about me and worry more about managing himself and his own emotions and calming the fuck down himself, and that I was capable of handling my fucking self. At the time I was. You know, but that we both have to be healthy ourselves in order to be healthy together. And so he needed to work more on focusing on himself. This is what I'm saying right here. You need to do the work on yourself. He says, dipshit, that's how I get me out of it. It's working backwards and undoing layers. LOL, dipshit was a joke. But for real, my code is connected to you, so helping you is the help I need that helps me. And I said, well, that's unhealthy. He says, that's why what happened. Why it was a big deal. And it spurred a chem reaction. What the hell is that? Something according to Larry? I said, right, but you cannot drain me to fill yourself. We've done this, it ends badly. He said, no, not at all what I want, what drains you. I said, so I need you to do what you need to do, and I can help if possible. He said, what I need to do is be held by you and quiet and calm, like at night asleep, but I need touch. Nothing in any way sexual. I can't have a big emotional shock right now, and I need to get back in rhythm. I said, okay. He said, I've worked too hard to let one thing push me into an episode and then ruin things. I'm not gonna live in this. I just don't know how to address it. Address it as in I feel like I need to be sad. So I've been crying for 3 hours. I know it's not really sad, but I'm also very, very sad. It's the chem unbalance thing that's happened when I broke the code. Anyway, the hope makes sense. Carry on. I said, K. He said, K. Smiley face. I love you. Good night, beauty. Oh, fuck me. No Julie. No Rachel. No other girls. You were not the one or the only my beauty / just beauty. I was my beauty, and then I now realize probably Sarah also was my beauty. Oh, fuck me. The heart literally skips beats when I say that. That hurts. I chose them. We've all been my beauty, bitches. High five. We should start a club. He says, I'm so sorry. We've already said goodnight. Good night, beauty. So sorry. One last thing. If I could do anything right now, it would be to hear from you about things and you less from me. That sucks and feels off in itself. And the problem is that when I tell him things, he doesn't care. He told me that part of the reason he's in an episode is because he doesn't like to hear when I have things to express, like I got raped, and then, you know, like I always feel like I'm cheating on you whilst getting raped because I'm only supposed to have sex with my husband. And then when he doesn't like to hear shit like that, then this happens. So what else do I say? Like, okay, you know? I don't know. I clearly have done everything wrong. God damn it. I said I'm doing medicine and other things right now. There has been a lot of back and forth today. He said, I figured. Oh, no, not that kind. I said, I'm sorry you don't feel like you hear from me enough. How many fucking text messages have I sent on 7/18? Shall I count in a minute? Like, more, what do you need? Not making me guess. You told me a little and I freaked out, which means you taking more is so much harder. Yeah. But I need to hear from your head. I need to hear from your head, my than anything right now, not checking in like I just found out I heard you. But I don't formally know exactly how. And that makes no sense. But for another day. I said, yeah. I'm gonna fucking kill him. I said, yep. He said, why can't you? I feel like it's because it's gonna be bad, so you want me healthier before you tell me. Oh no, I have to call. I'm so sorry. Meaning he has to call me because he has to talk to me because he's fucking freaking out. Hi. And then he said, we're watching the same thing, LOL. The Republican National Convention. I said, yep. Looks like Melania was freaked out. It did. I remember that. He said, I didn't see it. What happened? And then he sent me a picture of, or at least giant-ass candy bars. They said her name. She didn't come all the time. He said, oh, I just went to get snacks. I'm out of the episode, but still depressed eating. Does it sound like he's out of the episode? Well, in fairness, he is out of the episode because he was never in an episode, because these aren't episodes. This is just him. So he's depressed eating. I say, okay, good. And then he says, ha ha, too bad. Before you go to bed, please call me for 1 minute if you can. I said, okay. He says, what do you think about his speech so far? He seems like a dictator, but I may be a mad judge of character at the moment. I know I'm episodic and all at the moment, but this is a cringe speech. I said, I think it's fine. He said, you're retarded. Kidding-ish, dude. That was yuck. Kissing the helmet. Yeah, oh no. I'm going down. How many minutes is this? 7. I said, you should reach out to your doctor tomorrow a.m. Crying. He sent me another picture of himself crying. And then so I followed that picture up with, as soon as you wake up. He said, I'm really struggling with it. How much fun I ruined. It was so much fun. I particularly enjoyed all of the fucking bruises up and down. Like right here, and then right there, and then on my spine, and then, okay. It was fun. It was super fun for me. And then the finger banging, bruising both sides of me and all of those bones, those felt good. I am so sorry, family members that just heard that. How much fun I ruined, how much of everything I ruined. Sending a selfie on sad times is the only way I know to show proof. I said, I don't need proof. He said, it's weird too, I guess. I'm so sad. I was so excited. I am crushed and having second thoughts about second thoughts. I said, you need to call your doctor in the morning. He said, I love hotels. I said, what? He said, oh, period, no, period. Was saying I moved hotels. Hotes. Was saying I moved hotes. I said, why? He said, God, this sadness stuff is just awful. I'm What the hell? I'm bawling my eyes out snotty, and I don't know why. I'm a ducking wreck. I mean, that's not a drunk typo. I can't ever get it to say fucking. Unless I literally have said ducking, which I used to have ducks, and then it always said fucks. I said, you got 2 hotels today, and he said no. The first one was filthy, had bugs everywhere after I ate, so I left and they put me in a different one. I said, ew. He said, so, and this is right, he said, so don't call the police for no reason or else they will go to the wrong place. I said, hopefully you don't bring home bed bugs, yuck. He said, that'd be fun. I said, I don't want any more fun. I mean, you can see that I'm completely the fuck shut down here. He said, I'm going to be okay, but what text doesn't do a good job of is showing how bad I need you. I'm so sad. I said, yeah. He said, just because of bipolar, nothing has happened. I did nothing wrong. But I want to die so bad. XXX. I want to die so bad because I'm so consumed with the sadness and it's from nowhere. But then in 10 or so minutes, I'll be okay. And I said, yes, I see. And he said, and then in 20 minutes from that, I'll be ready to hang myself. None of this is spelled right. And he said, and in these times, I feel the loneliness, the most helpless. Sadness has become a currency of exchange in the war for my salvation. It's very deep. The cycle is something I have to stop. I don't want this to be something we have to deal with for another week. I'll not survive. I said, me the fuck either. Well, I said, me either. He said, please don't forget to call. He said, okay, headed to bed. I'm just sad. I love you. I said, nothing happened, John. You're fine. You're sad and down, but you are fine. He said, I'm literally telling you the same thing. I said, okay. He said, other than one of the big bombs you just dropped, LOL, but it is what it is. I have a sickness. It's currently got me sick, and it's affecting you, and it's awful, and I don't know how to stop it. I said, you've stopped it before, you'll do it again. He said, I am paranoid, however, that you called the police, so I'm moving hotels again. I said, I'm not calling the police. He said, no reason to. He said, but I'm sitting in my blue Chevrolet. Oh. That got me. That was funny. Okay. Nobody else knows why. He's in all the different hotels, and then now he's in a blue Chevrolet outside. But so what color was the car? What kind of car was the car? You're not even in a car. You're I know your fucking games, you guys. That's so damn funny. As soon as I get to the suicide day, there's like how many? Okay. He said, go to bed already. Goodbye. Asterisk, night. I said, I'm going to bed. Good night. I love you. He said, I love you. I'm sorry. I'm not in a good spot tonight. This is awful. And I need someone. I said, I'm sorry it's so hard for you. He said, yes, our sucks. I just came out of it and I'm me again. And then I burned down for 30 minutes. Ugh, night, I love you. I'll beat this. Please stay with me. Me, smiley face. Him. This will be a blip. By Monday, it will be normal and there will be no baggage. I will win. I said, yep. Okay, so I'm able to laugh and I'm able to be sarcastic and just a total this. Because I understand what's going on inside of me as I'm reading this, and I understand what was going on inside of me at the time, and I understand what I had dealt with at this point for 4 fucking years, and I knew what was coming. He said, I don't want to do this without you. It's not worth it in any capacity. If anything, my love is deeper because going from unhealthy to healthy to unhealthy, I see the importance of you and where you've played the most positive major roles in my life. He says, stop replying to me or you'll never go to sleep. I need to be talking with someone and I'm drawn to you, so I won't stop until you stop. He said, I'm able to see a difference in me talking and him talking. Fuck me. Which is why I see things settling. It's Mr. Peterson. Oh, what?